Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to my F1 2019 Manager Career Mode for round number 12 at the Russian Grand Prix. If you guys did miss the previous one at the Singapore Grand Prix, then be sure to go check that one out before you see this one. Quite an interesting ending, to say the least. You'll know what I mean by the title of the last episode. But going into Russia then, feeling good. The gearbox we'll be making for next year's car, essentially, is going to get done with less than 1 hour, apparently. So, good start to the episode in terms of that. But, obviously... in terms of the rest of the season, we got gifted a good third place. You know, by that point, hopefully that's not a spoiler alert. Hopefully you have watched the previous episode by now. So, you know, even better in the championship. And Red Bull really didn't turn up. Force India, or Racing Point rather, were the ones that overtook them in Singapore. And so they are just really nowhere, really. I don't quite get it, you know, because they should have everything to get us, basically, because they are still a fast car on paper. But even the likes of Racing Point and Haas have been having, you know, the one-up on them sometimes. So it really is just a bit of an odd thing. But anyway, Hulkenberg was given a penalty. That's another thing that happened last time. Hulkenberg, oh my god, crashing 2 times last episode. Once with his former teammate Carlos Sainz. I think I saw one comment saying maybe Sainz is salty about losing his Renault seat. But I mean, Hulkenberg twice in one race. It's not the first time he's crashed in a race as well. He's just been very crash prone. I almost feel like, I don't know, in a way we have to maybe look at a different driver in a way, because he just, if he crashes that often, that's never going to be a championship fight, basically. So I don't really know. So let me know in the comments below if you think we should be looking at a new driver to replace Hulkenberg, because forget about in real life. In the game, Hulkenberg's crashed, I think, 3 times so far. He's had 2 or 3 drive-through penalties, and he's been knocked out of Q1 a fair few times. Obviously, a few of them my mistake, but a few times he's just not had the pace compared to Ricciardo. So I feel like he's almost, you know, he's not pulling his weight in the team, really. The GMA have got a lot to answer for. Nico's a top driver. I'm going to say no to that. I'm going to say seem fair penalty. He's going to decrease in morale to 78%. To be fair, it's justified. He's just not been doing himself any kind of favours there. Vettel won Singapore, so he's in a good commanding lead of the championship. But in the Constructors, it's only 10 points in it between Ferrari and Merc, so all still to play for. Pit crew-wise, we've got some larger mistake percentages here. So we're going to swap these guys in. And that will be better. This guy's burnt out, so let's fire him. We've got some new pit crew to maybe hire. This guy's rubbish. That guy's rubbish as well. Only 13, 15, 16, 15, 15. This guy's a bit of an all-rounder. So is this guy, sort of. These two, a little bit weaker. So I'm going to fire this guy, reject this guy, and we'll keep these guys around just in case. But for now, I'm happy with where we are in terms of these guys. The front jack, actually I forgot about that completely. We do need to worry about for the front jack. So let's hire someone to do that. So hire this dude, and we'll swap him in. Swap there. Yeah, front jack. And then rear jack 18. Is there anyone else that's going to be good? I don't think so. How are these guys on the rear jack? Not. That guy's 12. I'd rather take the risk with 3.2%, to be honest. So we'll take that risk. We'll take that risk. So Moon 4 then. 1 hour to go, and our gearbox will be done. I think that is done. Yeah, there we go. New gearbox made. We do have time for maybe one more iteration. We've already done a great gearbox, so the next part is epic, but that's locked. Same thing for the engine. That's going to be... Actually, no, we can make an epic engine. Do we have an epic engine, actually, already? Let's see. Car repairs done. What's our engine like right now? No, we do not have an epic engine. I reckon we should make an epic engine, and we've got the unlock for it. So let's just go for all the risky parts here, and the max we can do. So 25 to max, 20 to max, reliability there, 70 to max with a risky part. And then let's go for a top-end speed of 60 there. And that's going to take us to... I can't even see that because it's in purple. One second, I need to move my mic with it. It's a 1,098. I think that's the maximum we can hope for, honestly, with this, I think. So, yeah, we're going to go for that. 1,098. That's going to take 50 days, 2.9 million. Very expensive, but very worthwhile. That's going to be the best engine we can make, because at the moment the best we've got is 1029, which is good, but we can do even better with 1098. So going to make a new engine there, and that will probably be the last part we make, to be honest, because I think that's going to take quite a long time. So let's move forward then. I don't think there's anything we need to improve, is there? No, there's not. No, we're all good. We're all good on the car front. Obviously, that's being made. The gearbox, oh, that's before I forget, we need to improve the gearbox to the maximum we can get it to, 977, so that obviously if you're new around here, you don't know how Motorsport Manager works, the highest stat we have on every component is the base for next year's car. And the risky level gets removed season to season, so we don't need to worry about that. And so that's why we're doing that, and that's why we're not making parts we can use right now, because also in the standings, the maximum we can get is 3rd place in the championship. We can't catch Ferrari or Merc, so may as well just take the hit for the rest of this season. Although, saying that, obviously we've had some very good results so far. So we're going to move forward then. I don't think there's going to be any GMA vote to think about, so we're going to move straight into the Russian Grand Prix then. There's a 40% chance of rain, apparently. It's a 38-lap race, so let's keep that in mind for practice ahead. But 40% chance of rain, that's a pretty good chance. And to be honest, I'm kind of hoping for some rain in the race, because Russia is always such a difficult one, because the tyre temps love to drop really quickly. And so that's really tough, because you have to keep pushing the tyres to keep the tyre temps up, but that obviously wears out the tyres, so it's going to be a very tricky one, always has been. We've got clouds for the race. Let's hope those clouds turn into some rain clouds. But tyre wear very high. We're going to go for super softs, then we're going to go for some softs, and going to go for a lot of mediums. I think we're going to use a lot of mediums, to be honest, in this Grand Prix. So let's go for that. Part fitting is fine. That's all good. So just like last time, we might use a lot of mediums like Singapore. Hopefully, Hulkenberg doesn't crash this time and doesn't make those irrelevant. Right, taking practice, going to send them out on the medium tyres first of all, try and get some setup work, but also then straight on, like we did with Singapore, onto the medium tyre knowledge, and try and get that done before we move on to the super softs, and then if we're lucky, might get one level on softs, just in case, you never know. Right, these two come in. The setup is not very great, so I based this off a setup I had saved, so clearly it was a very weird setup from obviously one of the previous series maybe. Gonna go with those tweaks there, a little bit lower downforce, and a bit more gear ratio to go for long, for a bit more top-end speed. The handling, though, seemed pretty okay for Ricciardo there, so I think he actually wanted it. Well, actually, which way did we go? I think we need to go that way for handling. Top-end speed, probably about that much, and then downforce quite a fair bit. Need to go lower there. I'll bring this back a little bit, and then the handling as well. I think that's a good yardstick there. Let's go for that. 4 laps again. Hopefully this is the last time I need to do this, because otherwise we're wasting a bit too much time doing the setups, and rather than getting the race trim that we need and the tyre knowledge we need. So coming round again into this pits, we got, ooh, 2 excellents and a poor. Okay, so I got it wrong. They wanted high downforce, even though they want top-end speed. So that makes no sense, but there we go. So going the other way then, clearly. So going back to where we were with that, around maybe there. I think it's going to be the way to go, but we need to somehow bring this back over here. This is going to be a bit of a tricky juggle. Maybe we can try and bring this like that. There we go. Lovely. Right, I think that'll be the way to go. I'm just gonna have to take. I'm gonna take the hit and take the hopefully just pray that's the right setup and send them out for a long stint to do this, because I can't go out again and waste time for a 3rd lap trying to do the setup here. Right. Setup here. We went backwards on pretty much every account apart from the speed balance there, so that's a little bit annoying. We're gonna go more downforce. Where were we before? Right, going to go for that. And then handling-wise, I'll go a bit more that way, I guess. Yeah, hopefully that's the way to go. Right, let's go. 8 laps. Mediums. Right, sit back, relax, let them do their job. Get the race trim, get the mediums. And everyone, fingers crossed, the setup was going to be okay now. Because if not, that'll be very annoying. Right, Hulkenberg's in. Ricciardo had to stay out for one more lap just so we could tick over level 3. But got 3 greats. I'll take that, to be honest, with Hulkenberg. What's the percentage going to be like? 94. I'll very much take that. So we're going to move on to qualifying trim, onto super softs. Not too many super softs to burn in qualifying. We've only got 6, so we'll use, in theory, maybe about 4 of them over qualifying. So we'll only have 1 left to play around with in the race. Well, 2 excellents and a great, though, for Ricciardo on his setup. So he's looking very, very nice. 98%. Very good stuff. Right, move out for the qualifying trim. We've got 12 minutes left. I think we should be good to level 3. Right, 3 minutes to go, and we've got the knowledge we need, so we can bring them both in. And, well, basically relax, because there's not enough time to do even 1 level on the soft tyres. So, all done and dusted. So, we're committing to using the medium tyres quite a fair bit in the race. But I think, like I said, from past experience, Russia has always been a difficult one. Like, Portugal, I've kind of got better at doing Portugal as we've gone on through this last season. But Russia has always categorically been so tough on tyre wear. So I think we're going to need the mediums to counteract the fact we're going to have to push to keep the tyre temps up but that in effect is going to have more tyre wear, so that's why we need the medium compound. It's all very complicated. It's all very annoying to match the AI around here, so I'm expecting a lot tougher of a race than we had last time out around Singapore. Not to say that wasn't tough. That was tough, especially with Hulkenberg crashing twice, but hopefully that won't be the case this time. Knock on wood over there. I tried to find wood on my desk, but I've noticed I got it covered up. Right, anyway, qualifying. Let's move on to that. Q1. Obviously, going to take the super soft qualifying trim. No rain in sight for qualifying. So we're still keeping our hopes up for some rain in the race maybe, but for qualifying it's going to be all dry. So I'm going to wait a little bit here and then send them out. All right, going to send Ricciardo out, set super soft, sweat a little bit for Hulkenberg, then send him out now. I think that'll be a bit of traffic, unfortunately, but what can you do? Actually, you know what? To be fair, Hulkenberg, not too much traffic there. He's got 2 cars ahead of him, but that's a bit of decent clean air. For Ricciardo, has he got some clean air as well? Yes, he does. Good clean air for both drivers. So hopefully this can be just one lap bang into Q2. And hopefully Hulkenberg does not have to be knocked out for a second time in a row. And about the 4th time in about 5-6 episodes. Ricciardo across the line up into P8. That's pretty strong. Down to P10 though. Hulkenberg matches him though. So looks like that's where the car is at maybe. And we're P10 11. We are 4/10 faster, though, than P15 there. So I'm going to say we should be good just to sit in here and make Q2, hopefully, with both our drivers. Hopefully, this doesn't bite me back in the arse. Please, no. 1 minute left. Nerve-wracking, to be honest, after what happened in Singapore. Hopefully not. Surely not. We're 4/10 faster than P16. There's no way. There's no way we're getting knocked out here. Oh, down to P11 and 12. It's close. There we go. Checkered flag. Thank God. P11, P12 through to Q2. Thank you very much. Drivers out are Giovinazzi, Kvyat, Stroll, and both Williams of Russell and Kubica. Good stuff. Right, into Q2. Going to give them 2 runs here, so I'm going to wait a little bit, and then I'm going to send them out now. Ricciardo, let's go out. 1 set of supers. Hulkenberg will wait a little bit, send them out now. Let's set supers. Auto there, and auto there. Right, Hulkenberg with a decent amount of clean air. Ricciardo, what are we saying here? We got 1 car behind us who could catch us. I can't quite tell which car that is. It looks like a Toro Rosso car. He's gonna go down the inside. Please don't overtake us, man. No, we don't want side-by-side action. It's not a race. It's qualifying. Stop. Fast forward. Okay, he's overtaken us. That's gonna be a bit annoying. I think Ricciardo's gonna have a bit of a slow lap here with some having to overtake the Toro Rosso on his lap, whereas Hulkenberg's got a lot of clean air. So I wouldn't be surprised if Hulkenberg sets a faster lap right now. And across the line for Ricciardo and Hulkenberg. No, Hulkenberg. Wow, what the heck? Hulkenberg, man, you are horrendous. I am so getting a new driver, I think. You're so inconsistent. 8/10 off Ricciardo. Are you kidding me? Right, Ricciardo's going to go out again because I'm not happy with that lap because he's only P9. And Hulkenberg, you are definitely going out right now on some clean air on another set of super softs. You need to improve majorly, my man. But it looks like our car really does not have a lot of pace here around Russia, to be honest, because Ricciardo's only P9, so it's going to be close, I think. The Haas's are looking very strong for some particular reason. They're only like 500ths off Leclerc there in the Ferrari, so that's a little bit worrying. Ricciardo with 2 white sectors, not looking good. He doesn't improve his lap. He's P9 still. Hulkenberg with the green, but he's got to improve by 18 just to match Ricciardo here. So it looks like our car very much is on the back foot. Hulkenberg cross line. Oh, that's close. He gets faster than Ricciardo, but not by much. 0.9 to 1.055. So not much in it between our 2 drivers, and they're just going to make it through by the skin of their teeth into Q3 there, because they're all checkered flag. They're on 2 in laps. So thankfully, we both make it into Q3. But just about, and it looks like we'll only be hoping for anything better than P9 will be a good qualifying for us in Q3, I think, by the looks of it. Right, Q3, here we go. Both drivers being sent out then on a set of supers. And we'll just try and do the best job we can. Like I said, P9 and 10. If we get anything better than that, I'll be very happy. We're almost hoping for other cars to bottle it and just not have a good lap, really, because I think everyone in Q2 had a good lap, and basically that's where our car legitimately was. So we kind of need the Red Bulls maybe to bottle it again, and maybe the Haas cars not to turn up. Let's see as they go across the line. Ricciardo, how many tenths is he going to be off, or second off? 1.2 off. Ooh, we do beat the 2 Haas's right at the moment. That's very good. So both Haas's have had very horrendous laps. 1.7, 2.1 off for Magnussen. 2.1 for Hulkenberg as well, so that's not great. But at least we are in the mix with the Haas cars. But we're definitely, yeah, looks like for once, Red Bull, Ferrari and Merc have the top 6 positions locked down there, to be honest, for the first time in a long while. And so we are just battling Haas for P7, best of the rest. But for now, we do have that. And so we just wait for a second run now. I'm going to send Hulkenberg out first and see how we can do. Clean track pretty much now, so let's go. We don't have any clean sets of super softs, I might add, for the race here. So we really are going to be using a lot of mediums in the race, I think. But both of them out now for another lap. Let's see how this goes. Right, Hulkenberg at the moment. Final minute of the session. Green first sector. It's a green second sector. It's green first sector for Ricciardo as well. Across line for Hulkenberg. And he finishes up. He goes... well, I think he went faster, but Hamilton just went even faster. So we actually go slower than pole. Because we were 2.1, now we're 2.5, despite us improving the time. Ricciardo set a white second sector, despite a green first sector. Across the line, he does not improve. And pole goes even further away from us with Bottas there. So it's a 1-2 for Mercedes, it looks like there. So Merc punching back at Ferrari in that title fight. Vettel P3, the two Red Bull Hondas do very well. Gasly and Verstappen splitting the Ferraris. And we are best of the rest in P7 with Ricciardo. Hulkenberg, though, way off his teammate there. A whole second off his teammate there. That is very disappointing, to be honest. A lot of that might be this setup as well, you know, I will admit. But still, that's it's going to be a tough race, I think. Very tough race with the tyre wear. Right, knowledge-wise, we're going to go with the medium tyre knowledge because we'll be on those tyres for the longest here. I didn't even get a chance to see how long mediums go for, but there we go. We'll find out later, I guess. But on the super softs at the start, so it doesn't really matter anyway either way. I'm going to go full out attack. No rain. It looks like it's going to be very sunny. So this is going to be a straight, just dry pace fight, and it might be a difficult one, but let's just get into it then and see how things go. From here, basically. I mean, we have nothing. We don't have a lot to lose for the championship. It's really just the position and how the race goes. But here we go then to 5 red lights, and we're underway. It's a good start there for Ricciardo up into P6. So nice jump ahead of Leclerc there, and down the inside of Sebastian Vettel as there's a 2x2 Noah's Ark for the 2 Mercedes cars, then 2 Red Bull Hondas. We're in P5 with Ricciardo. Hulkenberg down to P12. That's horrendous. And Ricciardo, oh my God! Ricciardo with a 3-man dive bomb. Oh! Down the inside of Hamilton. Hamilton's gone slow for some reason. Up into first place. It's a brilliant, brilliant overtake. That is what? 7 overtakes on the opening lap of the Grand Prix. Absolutely amazing stuff there from Daniel Ricciardo. I don't know what's got into him there, but he's a man on a mission there. Meanwhile, Hulkenberg is in a wallowing P12. I don't know what on earth he's doing with his life, but Ricciardo is showing he's definitely the #1 driver in this team for now. 2 purple, 3 purple, fast lap of the Grand Prix. Absolutely amazing stuff. Blitzes the field, and we're up into first place. How about that? Absolutely amazing. Driver mistake for Hulkenberg, apparently. He's in P11 still. He's locked up. We're going to go to conserve there for him because he's really getting a little bit hot under the collar for the tyre wear. Lando Norris being handed a drive-through penalty for some reason. Ricciardo now, we're down to neutral because everyone's on neutral, you can see, and pushing. For now, though, we maintain first place by 1.1 seconds. Very, very surprising, to be honest. So, I don't know what to do, honestly, from here. I think we're just trying to keep this lead as long as we can, but I think it's inevitable eventually we'll lose it. But for now, I'll just try and control this stint and try and stretch as much as we can. Let's actually have a look quickly how long mediums go. 18 laps the mediums go. It's a 38 lap race, so actually the mediums are actually go long distance. 36 laps they'll go. So basically we can afford to actually push these super softs quite a fair bit maybe, because the mediums we can push them as well. So let's just keep going. Oh, Vettel's crashed. Oh, it's a huge crash for Sebastian Vettel. Up in smoke, straight into the barrier there for Vettel. And so the championship leader is out. Vettel is out, and Hamilton is P2. That might be very big for the championship. Bottas P3 as well. I mean, both Mercs are chasing Vettel in the championship, so that's going to be very big. Hamilton, remembers, crashed out twice in this season so far, so a bit of karma maybe for the Ferrari team and the Merc team there. That'll be also big for the championship because Leclerc's down in P17 having made a pit stop, so that could be big for the championship swing for Merc being 10 points down. They might just swing into the lead. That's going to be huge news for them. Meanwhile, for us, we maintain the lead of the race for now. 0.8 ahead of Hamilton. We're burning a lot of fuel, though, so we're going to have to use a lot of hybrid mode later on. But I'm pretty confident we can use that hybrid mode and find that time back. We're going to go attacking now with Hulkenberg, and I'm going to pit in on this lap. With Ricciardo, though, I think I might want to go one more lap, to be honest, here, and try and see if we can stretch this out even more. So I'm going to go on this back straight here. I'm going to pit in. Use all the ERS. Pit in now. Set of medium tyres. Go for the full charge there. Fast pit stop, please. And come in. Ricciardo, we're going to continue on for one more lap here. One more lap. Keep going, son. Keep going. Full out attack now. Right, pit stop for Hulkenberg. It's a good pit stop for him. Let's go on. Actually, you know what? Let's use all the hybrid mode now and go neutral fuel. We'll go neutral there. For Ricciardo, we're going to come in and use all the air on this back straight. Going to pit in now onto a set of medium tyres. Recharge the battery, please. Fast pit stop. There we go. Going to come in, having used all of that. Now go hybrid mode and come in. Right, in. No mistake, please. All good. Good pit stop. We're going to come out in second place. Oh, just ahead of Hamilton because Sainz and Raikkonen are the one in P2. So we have actually technically got ahead of Hamilton then. Very good stuff. Although, there we go. Oh, shit. Damn it. Straight away, you got ahead of us. To be fair, we need to save fuel desperately now. So, it's a fuel-saving moment for us, not our pushing the tyres. So, Hamilton fair and square has got us. That's fine, though. I didn't really expect us to be fighting for the win. I can't lie. Right, sit rep on lap 13. Now that everything's kind of calmed down a little bit. We've got Hamilton P1, Ricciardo P2, being chased after by Bottas. You can see he's using some ERS there to try and catch up. Hulkenberg's down in P13, pretty woeful. Leclerc has really dropped off. I don't know what's gone on with him. He's down in P8. So, Mercedes, I think this will be a big swing in the championship. And Mercedes will get the lead in the constructors from Ferrari. And with Vettel out of the race, Hamilton P1, Bottas P3. That's been also a big chunk of Vettel's championship lead taken away. So this will be big news for the championship. For us, though, in terms of just trying to do the best job we can in this race, I'm still confident Ricciardo could get a podium here. I don't know if it'll be P2, though. I think Bottas might just have enough pace. But again, Red Bull Honda not doing too great in the race itself. So I think we'll still be good for P3 minimum. Hulkenberg, P9. If he can get points today and catch up to Gasly, I could be pretty happy, I think. Oh, Magnussen's crashed. Another car gone off. Looks like he's just retired. He's not going to a barrier. He's just kind of retired from the race. Is that going to be a safety car? Nope, no safety car for some reason. And even though that was quite a dangerous position, to be honest. But no safety car. 15 seconds to go now to Hamilton. So he's really flexed the muscles and pushed away from us. So, like I said, didn't expect us to go for the win here. But we're actually keeping Bottas pretty honest here at this stage. So I'm quite happy with that. And with Hulkenberg, we are closing in on Gasly. 6 seconds, but Perez is closing faster than us onto us, so we'll watch out for that for now. Let's use a bit of ERS here, can we? Down this straight. There we go. A little bit. Try and close up and get away from Perez if we can. Right, I've been pushing Hulkenberg quite a fair bit because I'm going to come in now on this lap 22, and go for a set of, well, mediums I think we're going to have to go for here because it's 16 laps left, so I think we pushed the mediums a little bit harder than I was expecting to, but that kind of means we can go mediums and make this work still. So, to the end, we're going to go hybrid mode here. Make sure we can keep going. Right, Ricciardo. Hamilton's in right now. Bottas, is he going to come in? I don't think so. So, we'll stay out right now. Bottas stays out with us. I think it's now time to start pushing with Ricciardo. And let's go hybrid mode. Try and save the fuel at the same time. Right, Hulkenberg's made the pit stop. Good pit stop there. Let's go hybrid mode. Try and save that fuel, please. And we'll go pushing at the start. Try and push on this undercut maybe a little bit. Ricciardo's pushing hard, 23. 1 second gained here. I think we've got more time to find, maybe. Do we come in now or no? Is Bottas going to come in? Yes, he'll come in. So let's pit him if we can. For a set of, I would say mediums just to be safe, to be honest, because the softs could take us to the end, but I'm going to play it safe with medium tyres. Fast pit stop there and use all the ERS. I don't know if that's too late of a call. That is too late of a call. That's fine. That's fine. We'll keep pushing now. Keep pushing. Right, Ricciardo's in now. He's gained 3/10 on that in-lap, so that wasn't too bad, actually, going 1 lap longer. He's in now for a fresh... Oh, damn it. Mistake on the rear jack. That might just be it. That might be the P3 for us. No, we're still ahead. Good stuff. We still came out ahead despite that mistake there. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Right, I'm going to save that ERS for the back straight. Back straight. There we go. Use all of that. Let's go neutral, please, and go high. Right, Hulkenberg is right on the back of Gasly. We're having to conserve the tyres here, but he could line up a pass very, very soon. I think if we go to the back straight, let's use some ERS here and try and push on down this back straight. Go, go, go. Come on. Really close up. Very much closing up, but not enough yet. Let's go neutral now. Keep going, son. Keep going. Put it on auto. Meanwhile, Ricciardo, second place. Verstappen's in third, but he has to make another pit stop there. So Bottas the one we're fighting. And Bottas has really worn out his tyres already because he's pushing, I think. Yeah, he is pushing. So we're going to try and protect the tyres a little bit. Right, sit rep on lap 32. We're still P2, but Hulkenberg is up into P5 because Sainz, Perez, Leclerc, Gasly all did a 3-stop, but they did a very weird 3-stop by not using the mediums, or at least not using them well, And so they made a very late pit stop here in this Grand Prix. So we jumped all of them. We're up into P5. And so we're looking very good for a 2-5, which I'm very, very happy about. I thought Hulkenberg was going to be fighting Gasly for P9, but obviously we stuck to our guns, stuck to our strategy of 2 sets of mediums rather than following Gasly's strategy. And so in the end, we've jumped them all. The only thing is obviously they're all there. They're all chasing us, and they're all on super softs pretty much. So we'll have a bit of fighting to do with Hulkenberg for 5 laps left, but hopefully he can maintain that position. All right, they're going to come attacking. We're going to use some ERS, try and push past. Carlos Sainz has got past. We push back. Oh, it's close. Down to P6. Carlos Sainz has got us. Let's use a bit of overtake mode, maybe. Try and push on. Keep ahead of the Ferrari car, please. Warm tyres for Hulkenberg. Keep going, son. Keep going. We've got 1 lap left. You know what? Balls to the wall. Let's go. Full out attack for both these drivers. Let's go. Keep pushing. Keep ahead of Leclerc. Keep ahead of Leclerc. We can beat the Ferrari here. That would be very awesome. We've been overtaken by Sainz. I mean, fair play. Use some ERS with us. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Keep going. Keep going. Oh, no. Leclerc's overtaken us, I think. Or I think he's going to. Final lap of the Grand Prix now for both these guys. Keep on pushing, son. Keep on pushing. We're going to go hybrid mode. Oh, God. We're going to run out of fuel, Hulkenberg. We're not careful. Right, final lap there. We're still ahead of Leclerc. Tyres overheated. Don't worry. It's the last lap of the Grand Prix. No one cares about overheated tyres on the last lap. Keep going. Ricciardo will finish in P2. Hamilton's won the Grand Prix. We're P2. Bottas P3. It's a big, big day for Mercedes in the championship. We're going to finish up in P6 in the end of it. It's good stuff there from us. Couldn't get Carlos Sainz, but we maintained the position ahead of the Ferrari car for P6. Pretty good job for both the guys, but the biggest thing was Vettel crashing out straight into the barrier and his 2 rivals, Hamilton, Bottas, in P1 and P3. Championship maybe blown wide open, at least in the constructors there. And for us, another very good podium, P2. Very happy with that, Ricciardo. Good stuff. Right, second place for us, but 1-3 for Merc. So in the championship, 15 points now is the gap from Vettel to Bottas. So Vettel, to be fair, had a very nice lead. So he's still quite comfortable. Constructors, though, Merc are 24 points ahead of Ferrari. So actually, my bad. Did I not see that correctly? I thought Ferrari were leading. Maybe Ferrari were down by 10, and now they're even further down by 24. Still, either way, that blows the championship a little bit wide open in terms of the fact that now Ferrari have a big uphill battle to do for them. And we're looking even more comfortable in the constructors, way ahead of Red Bull. So, very good episode, but some drama there with Vettel crashing out of the Grand Prix. But for us, guys, 2nd place and 6th place, very happy with that. New gearbox done, new engine on the way. Another very good episode, guys. So if you did enjoy that, be sure to smash the like button. The support for the last few episodes has been really stellar, guys. So thank you very much for that. The response has been also really great. So thank you very much for that. So do leave a like if you did enjoy this one. Let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you are new around here, get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. We got 2 million in the bank. Very nice stuff. I'll see you guys next time for the next episode. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.